today I'm going to do another 2 looks with the Tati beauty palette. This is one of them, and then I will do more of a natural one which I posted on Instagram. It was all matte, a really pretty everyday look. Having played with this palette a bit more, I absolutely love it, and the glitters, I would just buy the glitters, to be honest. I would like her to come out with a huge palette with just glitters, and I will be all over that. Okay, so let's get to the tutorial. Okay, so first I think I'm going to go with Sequin Soothe. That sequin, you know, is the matte shadow with a bit of sparkle in it. And I'm just going to put it in a crease and blend it upwards. I love it. I have this palette just standing like that on my table, and I just dip to it like to a paint palette. It's pretty cool. This is lovely because if you go with the matte, which is the same color but completely matte, I feel the sequin has a bit of a softer appearance, so it's really, really nice. Okay, now I'm going to go into Matte Poet. Okay, and now I'm going to put it right in a crease. I'm using Black Canvas Cosmetics E42. I love this brush for the crease. Beautiful color. You know, I love those. Is it like a cranberry? I'm going to bring whatever I've got left on my brush, not right down, but towards my nose here. And don't worry about that, we will still blend it all out. I'm still going with the Matte Poet, and I'm going to start shading this outer portion of my eye. Like a cat eye shape. Still using the same brush. Now I'm going to take MAC 217 and start blending out the edges, like upwards and outwards, with a very light hand. Now I'm going to go back to the Sequin Soothe, but I have to take a clean brush. I can use the Black Canvas Cosmetics because I've used it for that cranberry color. This is Sonia G Blender Pro, and I'm just going to try to blend out this top here because I don't want it to be, you know, like a really sharp line of cranberry. Now on Real Techniques shading brush, I'm going to take Matte Memory, which is the black. We're going for full glam, and remember that black is very black, and I will just apply tiny bit on my outer 7 in patting motions. That's the safest way to do it. We'll blend it out, but I'm just going to build it up tiny bit. Then take my Black Canvas Cosmetics where I had that cranberry one on and just blend it out. gonna grab a bit of that matte poet, the cranberry, and go a bit over that black. It's all about blending, and the older we are, the more blending we require, because our eyelids are not that smooth. By the way, this is like full-on glam look. Could be your Christmas look. Okay, now I'm going to take the metallic poet, which is in this row, and I'm going to apply it all over my lid. I mean, I could go with aura here, but I am going for like a monochromatic look almost. Remember, if you want it more metallic, just with the brush, but I won't, because I am going, of course, to use glitter. I'm not putting that much of it in my inner corner because I will lighten it up with aura probably. We will see. I'm going to leave that for now, and now I'm going to go with the matte poet on my lower lash line. I'm taking Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush JH42. I'm being very careful not to get too much fallout. And I'm not going right into inner corner, sort of fade it out as I'm getting closer to the inner corner. Now I'm going to take the Sequin Soothe, the one that we put in our crease first, and I will just place it under that just to blend it out a bit. And then I will go with the black right on the outer lower lash line. I might have to blend it out again. This eyeshadow is like eyeliner. Blend it out a bit. Metallic Aura now, which is the creamy eyeshadow, and I will just place it in my inner corner. Now I'm going to go to the Poet Glitter. That glitter, as far as pressed glitters go, it sticks really well. And another thing I never told you, yes, you might get fallout when you're using that pressed glitter while you're using it, but once it's on your eye, it stays on there all day. I didn't get any fallout from that. I got more fallout from the Sequin, which is very, very fine glitter. It was almost like I had shimmer all over my face. So let's pick that, oh my God, and press it and drag it tiny bit. Oh my God, this glitter is everything, honestly. This palette is just worth for the glitter. And to be honest, that's what really appealed to me, because don't get me wrong, the eyeshadows are amazing quality. I love this palette, but I probably have all the other colors already, so it's not like I needed it. But I like the different finishes, and that glitter just got me, you know, me and glitter. That is just so beautiful that I can't. I just want to smother it all over my face. I am going to grab the black eyeshadow again, and I will just slightly line my upper lash line with it, because it is amazing as a liner, and eyeshadow as a liner is much more forgiving than a liquid eyeshadow, liquid liner. I'm going to wing it a bit. And now I'm going to put mascara on. Okay, so here is the finished look. I also used the Eylure 129 lashes. They are quite nice. They are not too big. They fan out on the outside. And for my lips, I wanted to go a bit nudish because the eye is so strong, but of course for the night out I would be quite happy to use something like Jeffree Star's liquid lipstick in Calabasas. But what I've used was the NYX lip liner in Toulouse, which is slightly pinky, and I sort of filled my lips a bit with it, smudged it with my finger, then I applied Kim KW from Charlotte Tilbury, patted it in just to blend it with the lip liner, and then I topped it off with the Too Faced gloss in All the Stars. I think this is, yeah, All the Stars, because that has a bit of a holographic sparkle, just like the eyeshadow. So I hope you like this look. I just cannot get over this glitter. This is like, honestly, the best thing ever. Okay, let's do now all matte look, quite natural. And I will start again with the Sequin Soothe. And I'm taking my Sonia G Blender Pro brush. And just like the last time, I'm going to apply it just above my crease. I might have some residue of glitter. The glitter is quite hard to get off. Oh, I've got some in my eyebrow. Oh well, it's pretty. Now on MAC 217, I am going to go to Ritual Matte, which is this brown, and just go in my crease. So remember to hold your brush that way first to go in a crease, then you can turn it around and blend it. So pigmented. Then I'm going to take that matte Ritual again and just shade my outer 7. Remember, if you have droopy downturn eyes, drop your eyebrows and see if you go in high enough here to correct that shape. Just do it with a very light hand and slowly. It's best to build it all up, then put too much on straight away. So yes, I would say that, you know, on the first look, like we've talked about it at my first impressions, this palette was just a neutral palette, and the only things that stood out were the glitters, obviously. But the more I've played with this palette, I can use it every day. I can get everyday look, I can get really smoky nighttime look, and the glitters are to die for. I feel like the eyeshadows blend beautifully. Honestly, I think this palette is lovely. Obviously, this palette is not for someone that is not into glitter, because like I said, you can get all the other colors in other palettes, but the quality is so good. And also, this palette is not for someone who really likes very colorful looks, but I feel like this palette has been made for me. So as you can see, I'm just playing with the same shadow, blending it, and I'm going with a very, very light hand. I'm going to go back to the Blender Pro and buff out the edges, upwards. I just want to get really good blend. And this brush, the Sonia G brushes are amazing. You won't get better blend with anything else. I know they are quite expensive, but if you just buy one. Okay, now on my mobile lid, I will use the matte Aura, which I adore. I think every palette should have that color. It's such an opaque, beautiful color. I can't get over it. And the sequin Aura is just to die for. I mean, look how opaque that is. And that, if you put it right up to your crease, is gonna really open up your eye. It's a bit powdery, so tap your brush off and build it up rather than go with too much on your brush. Do you know, I might have to put the sequin one, even though it's not very glittery, but it has that pop. So I will still consider it matte look. You don't have to do it, but it just gives that, I don't know, it probably doesn't come across on a camera, but in the lights and in the sunshine, you just get, it still has the look matte, but you get that sprinkle of glitter when you move your head. I'm not even gonna put the shimmer in my inner corner. I'm just gonna keep it matte. Now I will just keep building up the Ritual, which is the dark brown. I might use a Louise Young 38B. So I can go right into that crease. So I almost give myself like this cut crease effect. It's funny because Ritual in a pan looks quite warm brown, but it is more neutral. It's not too cool, it's not too warm. I'm going to build it up a bit again on my outer. And you know, I really want to pop on a bit of glitter, but I can't. Okay, going back to the Sonia G blending brush, going back to the Sequin Soothe, the first one that I've put on my crease. It just warms it up a bit. Beautiful. Okay, so now I'm going to put the matte Ritual on my lower lash line. And this is Morphe brush. These are quite new. They came in like a set. I can't remember what the set is called. Can you see how dark this brown is? It almost looks black. And I'm going to buff it out with the Sequin Soothe. That's a bit big brush. Let's get a smaller brush. This is Zoeva 231. I like, this is Petite Crease they call it. It's nice for crease, but I really like this brush for buffing out my lower lash line eyeshadow. I think I will put the Sequin Aura just in my inner corner. I mean, you could go with the metallic aura, but like I said, I want to keep it more matte, because I know a lot of you out there don't really like all this shimmer. And I will just put the mascara on. I kept the same lipstick on. I will put mascara on and I will be back. Okay, and this is the finished look, the matte look. I really, really love it. It makes your eye look so smooth, those mattes, and the aura is everything. Okay, my lovelies, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and stay fabulous. Bye.